haven't seen you since March of last year. You beat Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it was an easy fight, 5 rounds of domination, 50-43 in a soda. You know, been big brother in that guy my whole life. He's never won a second of any round off me. So just another dominating performance, especially coming off a 3-month turnaround from beating Marty Usman in Madison Square Garden. I thought I came back and rallied and won the last 3 rounds. You know, I dropped him in the 4th. So, you know, I feel like I beat him that night. And just because they didn't put the belt around me and 3 judges cage side didn't score the fight for me, they gave him, you know, 3 rounds to 2 against me. You know, that's okay. You know, that those aren't the people that are going to determine my value, my worth on this planet, you know. So if the fans are impressed by my work, that's all that matters to me. I feel like I am the champion, you know. What fighter in history has the president coming out there to greet them? What fighter in history has went to the White House and hung out with the sitting president in the Oval Office? What fighters headlining MSG, headlining T-Mobile Arena? No one can claim to what I've been able to do in my career. So at the end of the day, I am a champion, and I am the champion, and I'm coming December 6th to reclaim and solidify my legacy.
As I mentioned, we haven't seen you since March of last year. What have you been doing, and has it been tough not fighting for 18 months?
It's been extremely tough because as soon as I got done with that fight with George in March, I went backstage to Hunter Campbell backstage, and I said, Hunter, I want to fight again in June or July. They were looking at setting up that fight with that Khamzat Chimaev, but he's unprofessional. He's a clown. He's out there laughing when he's missing weight by 10 pounds, making a fool of this publicly traded, beautiful company of the UFC, making a fool laughing while you're ruining their main event pay-per-view. So he's not accountable. He's not someone they can trust in that spotlight. And they gave him the easiest fight in the division. A guy, the soy boy, the washed up Nate Diaz that shouldn't even be fighting anymore. The guy can't even talk straight. He's not even coherent anymore. They gave him the easiest fight to set up to get this big money fight with Colby Covington. He couldn't pass the test. He was afraid, plain and simple. So he ran away from me to middleweight, and you know, it sucks because they were trying to set that fight up. So that's what's been the delay is other fighters not agreeing to the fights and not doing business for the UFC. You think I wanted to sit out 18 months? I'm in my prime. You think I wanted to sit through my prime years? I wanted to fight in June and July, right after my last fight with George. It's not my fault that I had to sit out that long. It's the other people's fault. You think Hunter Campbell, Dana White would put me in this position to be the UFC welterweight #1 contender if I was turning down fights and sitting out 18 months? No, I accepted every single fight they offered. Khamzat Chimaev, Dustin Poirier, whoever else they had, didn't matter. I said yes, 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 never said no one time in my career. So I wouldn't be in this position if it wasn't for me always being a yes man and wanting to be the ultimate company man. You know, I'm a tough son of a gun, and you know, December 16th, I'm coming to get that belt. I don't care who's in my way. No one's beating me in front of Donald Trump.